Could we see him in Doomsday? I say yes. Could we see him in Spider-Man 4? My take is it'll be the dumbest thing that Marvel has ever done if we see him in Spider-Man 4.
Coming up on this week's headlines.
Jason Mamoa is back in the DCU.
If you're a fan of Batman, I got some bad news for you. Jurassic World Rebirth has 3 commandments for this script.
And finally, Andrew Garfield addresses those Spider-Man 4 rumors. My name's Jermaine, that's Naaman, and this is your show recapping headlines throughout the week. This is in case you missed it. Jason Mamoa is trading in his orange and green tights for a new punk rock look, as the former DCEU star got cast in the new DCU as Lobo. Introduced in the 1980s, Lobo is an alien bounty hunter from the planet Zarnia. The character had a strong run in the comics as one of DC's most popular characters in the 90s, but never fully made it mainstream. Looking back at it now, it's really funny how Mamoa has been campaigning to play Lobo even when he was still Aquaman. Honestly, I don't blame him. He probably saw the writing on the wall that the Snyderverse was gonna fall apart. And this character even fits him way better than Aquaman. Heck, it even looks like him too. Lobo is gonna debut in a new Supergirl movie, which I believe is coming out in 2026. You excited?
Robert Pattinson's Batman sequel has once again been pushed back, this time to 2027. If this date holds, that'll be 5 years since the previous Batman movie, which is insane. My main concern isn't for the Batman movie, but for the DCU as a whole. Pattinson's Batman story isn't attached to the DCU, it's an Elseworld story. And James Gunn already announced that their Batman isn't going to debut until Batman Brave and the Bold. Me personally, I think that 2 Batman movies coming out back to back is going to be highly risky. The last thing that I want for the new DCU is for another Elseworld story to turn out like Joker Folie à Deux. One of the writers of Jurassic World Rebirth has shared 3 commandments that the script is going to follow. 1. The events of the previous 6 movies cannot be denied or contradicted. 2. All science must be real, as in it must make logical sense. 3. Humor is oxygen. Literally whatever that means. I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, the last few movies introduced child cloning. I don't think anybody's gonna mind you contradicting that. If this movie is received like the last 2 sequels that we've received, then it's possible that we could say goodbye to this franchise. Or at least wait another 5 years for a reboot.
Andrew Garfield responds to reports saying that he will be in Spider-Man 4. The Amazing Spider-Man actor had this to say. Spider-Man 4 casting rumors are not true, but I know no one is going to trust anything I say from now on. You think? The guy who swore that he wasn't going to be in No Way Home, only to have one of the greatest, if not the greatest, in my opinion, cameos in all of Marvel Cinematic history? Yeah, of course fans will have their doubts, but in this case, I actually believe. Alright, so Andrew Garfield said that he is not going to be in Spider-Man 4. Should we believe him, 1, and do you believe him, 2?
Should we believe him? Absolutely not. Only because he literally went on a whole campaign for Spider-Man No Way Home just to say that he was not in the movie.
Do you believe him?
Oh, do I believe him? No.
You think he's going to be in it?
You know what? It might be kind of like split down the middle, only because I've seen like articles like, but I don't know if it's fake news or not.
So rumors.
Yeah, just like rumors of like Tobey Maguire being the Spider-Man that's going to be involved in Secret Wars and Spider-Man 4. So it's just it kind of goes back and forth. It's just like, should I believe him or do I believe him? I'm kind of like split down the middle on that.
Per comicbook.com, Tom Holland is confirmed to be in Avengers Doomsday along with a bunch of other people. Could we see him in Doomsday? I say yes. Could we see him in Spider-Man 4? My take is it'll be the dumbest thing that Marvel has ever done if we see him in Spider-Man 4.
I think it'll be a little overkill.
It'll be one of the biggest mistakes that they had. They had lightning in a bottle that really was a prayer, was a hope that Andrew and Toby would come. So we did that. And it worked beautifully. It's like the 5th highest grossing movie of all time. Something crazy like that. Made $2 billion. For them to try to mimic that would be Sony levels of insane.
It'll be overkill. For sure. It'll be overkill.
It would. And fans wouldn't flock to that as much as they did the first time. I saw No Way Home in the theaters twice. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan.
I don't know because...
I don't want to see
fans
that.
Seem to like want that again.
I don't think fans do. We as fans want Spider-Man. If the first trilogy of home movies,
but get this, you go on to like any social media and you see like the fake news that comes out or like the rumors that come out. It's always that the 2 Spider-Man are coming back to join Tom Holland.
And I get it.
And I feel like fans want that, but at the same time, I feel like it'll be over.
So here's the thing: the home movies, Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home, served as Tom Holland's Spider-Man origin, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so now he's Spider-Man. All right, nobody knows who he is. He has to start from scratch. He doesn't have May or Ben. I want to see a street level Spider-Man. I don't want no multiversal stuff. Like, just leave it alone. Leave the multiverse stuff alone. Right now.
I know you don't want the multiverse, but the MCU is so stuck on this multiverse thing right now for Phase 5,
which is why they're in a hole right now.
I know, but
friends trust.
They have the Secret Wars to lead up to, which is the hugest multiverse story that they have.
Give us a grounded Spider-Man. That's all I want. Give me Charlie Cox's Daredevil. Give me Kingpin. Give me Black Cat, Symbiote. Everything else, I just really don't need. I don't need Andrew Garfield. I don't need Tobey Maguire.
We're going to get a crossover
in Spider-Man 4.
In Spider-Man 4. I know for a fact we're going to get a crossover.
Do you think we're going to get from who, though?
The only one that has symbiote connections.
No, I agree we're going to get a crossover, but I just don't want it to be Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire.
I feel like it's going to be Tobey Maguire.
My name's Jermaine. That's Naaman. This has been In Case You Missed It.
And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you next week.
Bye!
Let's go.
Subscribe for more headlines throughout the week, games, and 60-second reviews.